probably is the global champion here.
325 points, 300 points, 25 kills potentially. One top placement is all that separates our number 1 and number 2 team here. But a low placement, a hot drop, a blunder, a disaster could take everything that they've built across this weekend away from them. One bad game can change everything. But the same can be said for one good game. Any of these teams that are lingering down the bottom, 3rd, 4th position, Elite RRQ, we've already got contact. What's going on here? This is early. We said in the earlier game, yes, excuse me, the previous round, unique. There's nothing left for them to lose. Let's go and have some fun. That's what they're doing. They're out here hunting.
Yeah, these guys look scary and they are just going to be running this. We have a Western Circle hitting, centralizing around Gatka. That could be where it ends up. Let's keep our eyes on the top tier teams. Top Esports is certainly one of them. SSG looking to find their home. And they've been struggling in Yasnaya. They've been losing out on players. And I see Sixless already looking a little worse for wear.
SSG, early casualties. It's a common theme we keep seeing time and time again. Touching it, that Sixless is already damaged. The stims are on, the health is regenerating. Let's take a look at our top teams though, 1, 2 and 3, where they are on the map in consideration to where the actual circle is. RRQ down in 4th, Pachinki. Usual scenario for them. Top Esports already on the move. I'm seeing Skur getting damaged. They've moved all the way over. Your number 1 roster right now. They're in crates. Yeonjun, he's out, he's knocked. That could be the bait that they just put out. See if they can bring anyone else into the wind here. See if GC Busan go for the res. I don't think they will because that was a transitional kill. They're moving past Gatka. They're safe for now. The next obstacle that may come Top Esports way, that's going to be 6-9 team. They're just lingering around Georgiapol area, so they have to be very aware of this. Yes, it is North George, but still, they'll be coming this way because this circle...
He wants these points, and he might just get them. Whitecat pushing out to confirm what was started, hunting around, looking for that player. Can't see him though. Can't actually spot him. Maybe going to miss out on that for now, but that would have been a nice little addition. Top Esports having to fight to control the top spot they currently retain, and Whitecat falling away from this, unable to find the Game Club Busan player.
They'll leave him be and they'll reposition.
Careful of the rest of GCB because they could wrap around on this.
Wait, hang on. They went to Gatka and have turned around, Lauren. GCB have come back to South George. They went to Gatka and have purposely turned and gone towards Top Esports. This could be dangerous. This could be attacked from the sidelines.
Could be. We'll keep our eyes on it. Rose not far off, and they're deadly themselves. We've seen them being able to certainly pick up some points through those kills in this tournament so far. So this final game, I wouldn't put it past them to be able to put up some numbers. Let's look at ELG though. Again, sitting within the top 3 here. They've themselves got a lot to do if they do want to get back into this one, if they want to find some sort of form here, if they want to find maybe a position beyond where they currently sit. They have to go toe-to-toe and go frag out in this game. It's not going to be easy for them.
They're currently around the school area. Same position of where Seoul will be. Broshok, Watertown, Venice, whatever you want to call it, just the left-hand side. Usual suspect, Yasnaya Polyana is hot. Angry will be angry after losing players time and time again here on the initial drop. Contact still being made on several different fronts.
And SSG don't look scared to engage. They're kind of pushing back into this one. Sixless is there on his own. He needs support. He's kind of been the man to sit down and wait it out, allow Angry to maybe come and support him. So that's the play for now. The same way he hears the steps, he knows they're close by.
SZB is in 16th position. 101 points all the way down at the bottom. For Space Station Gaming on 179, there is a small chance. It gets even smaller when you partially team near.
And look at these guys, they know that is blood in the water. They're going to push on this. George is looking for it, and that is a huge blunder here. Good response from Angry, though, to try and make up for some of the mistakes they're having. Shimon gets at least knocked for now. Not sure if the bleed out's going to happen. It's still pretty early in this, so that would take some time. George could get there, but Rolex could play maybe assassin in this one from the back lines. George maybe going to try and help out his teammate, but Juicy on the push, on the prowl, looking for a way forward through the building, clearing as he goes. Does he get any further? He's looking for the information. Let's see if he hears the steps. Nothing being spotted so far. He's actually gone above them. They are just below right now. They've got the revive. They're trying to get out of there. SZB trying to make a swift exit from the building. SSG take it over. But did they spot them escaping from the compound?
For them, this is money in the bag. 179 points. To get up to 5th place, it's certainly not out of the question. When a win give you 30. We've seen teams pulling 45, 50-point games. Money is definitely possible for these boys.
Oh, these nades are so scary. That was a little flashback. You're seeing the utility being run through here. They're using everything they have on this small engagement because it's points, it's maybe placement. It could be not just money on the line, but pride. These teams are fighting for their regions to prove they deserve to be here, that they fought so tirelessly through the qualifiers, through everything to get to this spot. We do see Top Esports on the move as well. Just to keep you updated on the top 3, they have moved over towards the hill, towards the mountain. So again, they are looking towards the next couple of options. We will keep you updated with those top 3 teams so you guys at home can keep track of how this may go down.
I'll give you an overview of the map, and Lauren can happily chime in when this all kicks off, because they're camping. There is a grenade that I'm seeing cycle through, so as soon as one knock comes through, I'd expect both of these teams to commit to the push and maybe force them to the grave.
Oh, George just got engaged upon pretty heavily. I think Juicy may have just found a different angle. Yeah, she was just going to adjust for that. I don't think they were watching it before. We do see RRQ Athena getting on the kill feed. That's Kitsune going down for Team Unique. So we saw the Unique were going to be those kind of wild cards to come out and try and fight everything. Here comes the blue. Now the tick damage begins.
RRQ Athena still taking casualties. There's a trade back I've seen in the kill feed. Okay, so now moving across the western bridge. Actually, excuse me, I'm completely wrong. They're taking a boat, so they're going to make an entry point somewhere on the western coastline. GCB did move further afield and deeper into Georgia Paul, try and hunt down Top Esports, but they move. They're on top of the mountain, all the way up on Georgia.
Here's that engagement we saw in Yasnaya as well. It does seem as though we are seeing Rolex and SSG, the gang, starting to make the push. They already have 2 kills. They need to find the last 2 members. She was prone down. He does not want this fight. Don't have any meds. He has no real way beyond this. And with that bleed out coming in, that's going to start really hurting. They get a spot on another, and Rolex is on the push, making the play, trying to make it happen. Does Angry get the spot? I think he might have done. Shimon's going to try and make the run for it, but he's going to bleed out any second now. Old Boy's gone down to Ernie as well. That's some 2 heavy fraggers battling it out. Some Titans there. She was on the run. Can he get away? No! Caught on the cross by Rolex. SSG going to try and put up the numbers.
Seen on the map, ELG Elite Esports potentially might clash heads in the backlines. Keep an eye on that kill feed. I'm seeing Purple Mood, XQF, they're all really close together in Gatka. Circle does update, it goes their way. Unique, they hold the bridge, no one else coming from it, that's fine. BTR, they moved on the opposing side, they went to the east, pulled up across the bridge, moved from Mill to Farm, they've made a good entry point. Teams still to arrive here. Seoul, they're coming out of Roshok, playing off the back of the Sunken City. They will move forward on Ruins. It's not the best place in the world, but certainly not the worst. Team 6-9, they're still up in North George. For them, this will be difficulty because Top Seed Spot, they control the hill. They'll gatekeep that with their life. But the problem for me, for Top Esports right now, you can't see it, but I can. They are split. They're in a 2-2 scenario. And they only have a very fragile 25-point lead. If 2 of those players go down, even if a team just commits to it, that breaks them down to 50% men in the field. And if this championship becomes one hell of a job.
And the amount of times we've seen this, the last game, something can go wrong for those top tier players, for those top tier teams. Something falls apart. They somehow get picked up. They get nervous. They get anxious about how to play it out. All the pressure starts to build, and we see the next team in question, XQuest, or XQF as you can see on here, very close by to another team. Very close to a potential engagement with the Brazilian Killers. Do they get the fight they want? Do they know how close they are to a potential ruin here if they did crest that hill? It looks like Cool Boy's got an idea. He's keeping just that little bit of a watch on that top side. If anyone silhouettes over, anyone peeks over, he'll take their head off. Now, let's see. Top Esports, 2-2 split again. Trying to maybe be cautious here. Heading down towards Gatka, moving away from the hillside. But they're taking their time. They are split apart.
My only fear here is for XQF. Their central map, they are quite split. They're in an open scenario.
Look, ELG are on the other side.
Second and third place, near enough in the same vicinity, and everyone is just homing down on this position. I'm seeing GCB, they're moving in now from the north, from the south. Nova's coming in on the back lines, what's left of Unique. Top Esports, they're playing cool, calm, and passive. They're up north around Gatka, they're just staying alive. Seoul is there. Seoul could break them apart if they do run into them, so they have to be very, very cautious. But XQF's position, that is hot. There are 5 teams within throwing distance. I'm concerned for them. They don't have their backlines covered. If someone just comes rushing out of Gatka, that team will be broken apart because they're in a 1-1-1 split all along the ridgeline.
They have tried to fall back to hard cover release. They have tried to find a decent position to play from, and that's not a bad idea. This is Cool Boy again, a little bit out on a limb, a little further away from the rest of the side. You can see Cat and Paraboy a little further back there. So he's kind of the spearhead at the moment, thrown towards the enemy, looking to see if he can spot them out, finding that information that is so paramount to his side. And we did see SSG losing out on Rolex in the blue, all the way over by Yasnaya, I can imagine, and that is Top Esports holding it down. North of this current circle, not far away from Seoul, just towards the east of Gatka. So they're going to take their time. They want to play this smart. It's not a marathon anymore for them. They need to just play this one carefully. This is the final hurdle in front of them. You do not want to make mistakes at this point. Oh, there we go. There's the engagement. XQF, that's Jimmy. That is currently our top 2 team getting engaged upon, and that's what we were worried about. The circle has come in south. It's moved way further down. Ferry Pier still in. Quarry still in. The south of Gatka is here. That's RRQ. Currently in a good spot towards the south. They can control this, but all these teams need to get moving.
This circle is unfavourable for Top Esports. But the problem for XQF is we just seen one of the players go down. I don't think it was a confirmed finish.
No, but they're still knocked. I can see it still there. Jimmy has been knocked. I think he's just been back up.
This is where Top's entry point is potentially, Lauren. This may be where they come down from Gatka.
Oh, Top Esports
they're on the way down.
This is a very scary rotate. Hopefully they take the safe route out in the west, potentially for them if they want to control this. That's Nova watching people go by. ELG on the rotation, pulling up. Careful, here goes ahead, but where's the rest of the side? Did they pull up here on this compound? I think they might have. Yes, they have. They're looking towards Xiaoxi there, maybe going to find that engagement they want. And there it is, 2 players now piling in. Look at them, Nova sending in support. It's going to be brutal. Nade goes off, Bronco's there, Ming's there. But do they know where this player is? DP in hand, ready to go. Was that a nade going up there, or was that a flash? It was a nade, it goes too far. But the push comes in. Is the DP up to task? No, ELG, draw blood.
It's the minute to do the breach, and he gets the job done. They're in the house, and Nova are
Top Esports are so close to this as well, Rich. They're coming in on the north towards XQF.
More concerning side is where do Nova go now? AY gets taken down on the backside. If they push back further, they also might get accidentally interjected into that fight, which is backburning up in the north. We still have Fuzi and Co that are ready to strike when it's the correct time. Seoul are still coming in. Leader wants to lead his army to the #1 spot here. He's going to call all this out. He sees them. Where's the rest of the team, though?
They are down in the buildings below. They just took that fight on the individual Nova player. Leader needs to be careful not to be caught up on his own. And it looks like Nova have been spotted and now split apart. They don't have the support there. AY got knocked. Now Leader gets out. He wants that kill, and he gets it. Leader, big play for ELG now. He was out on his own. I thought he left them for dead, but no, he comes back like the leader he is and leads from the front.
So, still on transition, all the way up in the north, just hit the side of the circle. Top Esports playing very, very scared Pubg right now. It's a safety trick. They're sending the sniffer dog out front. That's going to be Skur. He's inside the circle, getting a good entry point and a good amount of compound cover. The rest of the team can now follow in, secure themselves a plot in the circle, and then advance forward. The biggest issue for Top Esports, because of where they were and because they're being so passive, everyone's getting central of them. With each circle they stay up against the white, the harder it gets because everyone condenses on the middle and it becomes a dungeon run for them.
Exactly. Remember Vikendi, they were very centralized. They played it out incredibly well, but they... Oh my gosh. Now this is where it gets tough. And now we are seeing RRQ turning up towards ELG. RRQ Athena worked through the woods. They came through. They found ELG. They heard the fight and they just got the knock. They want to get into this. They're a team who had a reputation that maybe they didn't deliver on.
Lauren, there is 3 compounds inside the circle. It's fixated on the long woods. Everyone is just going to go diving in there and trying to get a foothold in the north. You're at the mercy of the killing fields. You're open, you're exposed. There's a couple of little shacks, but that's not much respite, to be fair. For Top Esports, they still got 2 teams they have to deal with. Purple Mood and Team 6ix9ine is directly behind them. Everyone else, while they're still waiting, deciding what they want to do. All the teams, they're centralizing. How do they get into this? XQF is now inside the circle, and they're up against the northern edge.
They're on the move. Top Esports are trying to play this one out. This is still the fight between RRQ and ELG happening in the one compound that's available, and you just saw one of the XQF players flying by. They're sending it in. They're going to find any cover they can because they know it's so vital. Sol and Top Esports are very close by in the north. The engagements begin. This is XQF finding Purple Mood, but look at Paraboy down to almost no HP here. Needs to get off a hill. Oh, he gets caught in the heels. It's RRQ Athena again, coming for all the top 3 teams.
Damage is done, but Cat's there. The rest could be real. He'll get Paraboy back on his feet, all being well, but it depends. Does he have the smokes to cover off the angle? Who else wants to turn up to this fight while it's all going on? Remember, that's just a long open wood, so the teams will be able to arrive with the vehicles, pull up, use the cover, hide behind the vehicles, and then maybe just set this one alight. Top Esports, they're going for a long swing. They're going for the compound that no one's even touched.
I don't know how they've managed that. Is a very good read from them if they do manage to take that cleanly. All the pressure right now is on the south. It's on the hills. It's on the forest. And we are seeing...
They've got the
They've actually managed it. They've pulled off the compound in the northeast. That is a very surprising situation.
They're in and they're alive. I want to say the same for XQF, but it's certainly not going to be a quiet one. CZ from Purple Mood is just to the south. ARG's there, so it's over.
So far away. Look at these shots with the DP tapping on that. Just using that 4 times to perfection, looking for a follow-up, but no one's going to be giving him anything now. They know this guy is deadly. Do not peek that hillside.
The domino effect of that is he's essentially helping out the team that's above him. Yes, he's picking up individual points for frags, but he's relieving pressure from XQuest, who's in there. XQuest in second. He doesn't want to be doing that. He won't know that, of course. But we're talking about the knock-on effect, the storyline of PUBG Mobile and how this all unfolds. And I've only just looked, even though we don't necessarily have the top 4 teams all the way down at the bottom, but there's a hell of a lot of points to be picked up. The south is looking feisty. XQF, I'm seeing contact. ARG, he's found them. That was Paraboy from the distance, I believe, with the mini. Just cop for it on the sideline. So 2 players still up. They might be able to get the res. Nova's in there, though. Fruzi, the rest of his team, they're all still waiting to strike. Next circle, it's about to push in.
XQF want these kills. They want to be getting those placements. GC Busan finally go down. The last player did fall. SSG's remained a 6th, still alive. Holding on here in the circle, moves away again. ELG are no longer in it. XQF are, and Top Esports are no longer near that circle. This is where it gets tricky. This is where it gets rough. We are seeing BTR fighting the good fight, doing whatever they can to keep their team fighting as much as they can. Zuxi there going to be doing really good work.
John keeps paraphrasing on the desk how Game 5 will become the death circle. Snap of the fingers and so many teams will be eliminated. That's the exact same scenario here because the current circle is full of players. That woods is dense and everyone is just sending it across the field. RRQ, they've turned up. XQF, they're playing border control. Queso, they're making a way in on the backside as well on the west. There's so many teams on that western embankment. Tops is still playing it passive. They're in the building waiting for the blue to push them. They'll move with the blue up along the ridgeline. They can't go in the north for the simple fact it's an open field and so many teams are there. They either go to the eastern side, that means they will have to take a fight against a team who's waiting in the winds, or they play this one down south. They take the rotation in the blue and they find a quiet spot to pick.
Where are XQF going to go here? I don't know. We are seeing RRQ Athena still doing some damage there. Trying to find sixes from afar, tapping away. Ernie is so good at this. And I'm seeing Top Esports have made a move. They have got themselves in on this, but they are in the middle of the open. They have so little cover. Smoke's going up here. And Bigatron are just fragging out. They're finding ELG. Oh my god, this is terrifying. They have to split apart. Molotov's coming in. Everyone's looking their way. Top Esports are in danger. And Bigatron again are finding ELG. Elite Gaming have been eliminated.
That's third place gone. All this just got a little bit more wild. TES not safe yet. The molly split them to the wind and it also gave away their positions. Another team directly in front of them. One good grenade would get the job done. Soul knocking at the doors. Ronak, he has the information. They're all in the grass. RRG's here. Yasha, he gave away the game. The smoke's the utility. It's all committed. TES, they're holding on for their dear life with fingertips here. They need to take out Soul. If they take out Soul, that's a good entry point for them. They can
the
move
nades
up.
though. KK Skirt is there. Look at these nades coming. This would be perfect revenge for Athena. They take him down. KK Skirt was the one who 1v4'd them. That's pure revenge. And now, can they keep themselves alive? Bigatron keep getting the kills. They're keeping on fragging out here. Purple Moon are being torn apart.
XQF though, they get an eyeline on RRQ. This has actually done favours for Top Esports. They do stay alive, remember. Down but not out, just lingering on the edge. Ronak, cool boy. Again, XQF is still doing favours for all these teams that are above them. With every single team that falls around Top Esports, it gives them more avenue of approach up the circle with the blue. It does hard shift to the main pack of players. It's gone to the northwest.
We still have 11 teams, 32 players standing, but we are getting down to the final few here. In the final game, this is where you make your mark. This is where you start your legacy. Top Esports did get their player back on their feet. They have got themselves back to all four. Only one kill this game, a quiet game for them. And you can see why, surrounded by deadly players. You have Soul just off to the side. You have RRQ Athena, you have Unique's Remainder, and you have XQF on the hillside.
How they've got Skur back on his feet, I have no idea. But they do it regardless. Soul has an eyeline on them. The audible cue for the bullets will ring. RRQ know there's a fight lingering just over the hill. They need to pick their poison. Choose their battles wisely.
This is getting intense. The Brazilian killers pulling up on this one. Moving away from the south, they're going to get themselves into this battle as best they can. Not easy territory to get away from. They've got a lot of teams and we've got a lot of players in a very small circle. And here it starts. Nova being engaged upon, but trading back and forth. This is off to the side. And again, Bigatron, these guys are going off here. They're having a very big game, a very high kill game. ARG joining in towards Nova and it's not looking good. Ryzen is there and Top Esports finding Yasha. There is RRQ Athena. They've worked it out. They know where they are. Years just fell and the nades follow up. Years is bleeding out. I don't know if he can be saved.
That was the game plan. They were creeping away from Soul, who was holding them at gunpoint towards the north. All of a sudden, a grenade from G9 seals the deal. He's laying down the hammer. Top Esports are falling one by one. There's only White Cat and Fireboy alive.
We've seen them do crazy things. 2v4s have happened, but Top Esports now holding on as best they can. Down to 8 teams here, 24 players alive. And remember, XQF have all 4 players standing. This is going to be a photo finish, I can imagine. And RRQ Athena from the grave coming out and just dragging people with them.
For them, they know they need to seal the deal here and get rid of Top Esports. Elite Esports above them in third is gone. If they remove Top Esports, it becomes XQuest who is the next challenge. Yes, there's a lot of challenges in front of them, I do agree. XQF, a battle on a 360-degree angle, everyone else around them, White Cat. Has the info here onto Viper. Meatech falls to the play zone. I hear a grenade dinking in the back.
And here comes the engage.
Look at the pressure.
That is Zuxi down though. That's a big loss there. He's been going off pretty darn well. He's been getting that pressure going. The Brazilian killers are locked out to the blue. White Cat creeping his way forward, trying to keep himself in that safety area. The circle has moved away from Top Esports and RRQ. It has gone to the south. They were in the north. This is where XQF can set up the camp. They can set up the patrol. They are slap bang center.
Coolboy.
There is XQF. That's Killboy gone down. That's always. That's from Seoul.
They were bringing in the vehicles. They were trying to set up some kind of encampment to give them a bit more of a defensive stance because they are on the edge of the circle now. Everyone from the north has to come their way. Ice carefully creeping, peeping. RRQ still getting the information. The res onto Coolboy, it comes through. They're back to 4. Soul has been spotted though. White Cat, that's job done. That's answered back to Cat. Ice, he's up close and personal. Tal, he's gone.
It's just Paraboy now. Surely he can try and save him. Maybe he can get him back on his feet, maybe not. He's crawled into the smoke, desperately trying to hold on here. And now we see White Cat trying to creep his way forward. Parallel with Viper, both of them side by side, trying to work their way forward into that new zone, knowing they're both in trouble, but Top Esports need to hold on. Coolboy is going off. XQS are racking up the kills. Viper has fallen. This is all going well for the top few teams. Team Seoul is eliminated.
Top Esports holding on for dear life, clutching at straws against the blue. RRQ's there, they're finding more. Ernie picking up points, picking up frags. That's what they need. He continues the assault.
We're down to 6 teams here, 17 players. They're all trying to creep their way forward. You can hear the fire through the grass. Mytek's trying to make a run for it, get up to cover right next to Jimmy, and Jimmy is looking scary. There it is. Sprays through the smoke. He knows what's in front of him. He's not having that. Marco's down, and we've seen, wait, did Fireboy just fall? Oh my lord, this looks like Fireboy is out of there. I think we're down to just 1 now. XQF. Oh, it's White Cat finding XQF. He's just found Cat.
This is madness. He needs to run for cover. White Cat's gone down. Jimmy spots him at distance and range. Top Esports, they're gone, Lauren.
It's game on now. Can XQF do enough? They are down to just Jimmy, though. Paraboy's been knocked. Jimmy needs to get back on his feet. RRQ Athena
Senior
taking him away from them. Senior might have just caused heartbreak and tragedy with a fight back from Team Queso. Mystic is there. This is all still up in the air right now. Bigatron are playing out of their mind. Jimmy goes down. XQF are on their knees. We're down to just 3 teams.
Is this happening? RRQ in the top 4, they're their only team left. They're going to try and pick up as many points as they can. 9 kills in the bag. If they get the win, that's 30. It's game on for these boys. They need to be careful. Get the res, take them back to 3. Bigatron has got other ideas. 4 alive and they are waiting.
They've got 12 kills so far. This is an incredible performance from this side. We saw what they did before. Can they truly do this again? Can they put up another big game? The final moments. RRQ, Athena trying to get themselves back on their feet, but G9's just gone down. It's the remnants of what they had. 2 of their players trying to hold on. Ryzen's found them though, and it looks like Team Queso is not having much more luck. And look at BTR on the move and looking good. The spray from Senior, but can he do anything from this position? Surely not.